In this video, I'm going to go over why adding those metrics and percentages like you see over here to your software engineering resume is a horrible idea. It's just garbage advice, and I'm going to also explain what you should actually be doing instead. And just to show you a little bit of proof, I did get new grad software engineering offers from Amazon and Google, as you can see over here. So the advice I'm going to give you in this video comes from experience. I'm not just pulling it out of my ass. I know what you're doing right now. You're just mass applying on the classic Simplify new grad repo, this one right here. You're sending out applications, trying to get a referral whenever possible. And let's be real, it's not working. You need to change your strategy. And so I'm going to explain what the best resume strategy is in this video, why adding metrics is just a terrible idea, and what you should be doing instead. And so the reason why it's such bad advice is because people take it to the extremes. On one end of the spectrum, you have this version of a resume right here, which is just overloaded with metrics. 10 million plus predictions, search accuracy by 20%, system throughput by 30%, end-to-end response accuracy by 30%, less than 15-second visualization updates, X% data integrity, cutting batch job runtime by X%. There's just so many metrics on this resume, and I'm going to keep it real with you. I've talked to recruiters at Amazon and Google about this. If you just overload your resume with too many metrics, which a lot of people are doing these days, because they just take their bullet points, drop them into ChatGPT or Claude, and say, optimize these, give me some metrics, percentages, whatever. So many people's resumes look like that these days, and that's why it's not really standing out. It's a huge, huge mistake, because recruiters see these bullet points with all these percentages on everyone's resume these days, and it just doesn't stand out anymore. It's just not good enough to actually get past the recruiter and get to the interview. On the other end of the spectrum, this is another version of the same resume. You have people that have absolutely no metrics or bolded impact on their resume at all. I mean, look at this over here. Read these bullet points. This is just one massive yawn. This looks fucking boring. Like, there's no metrics at all in any of these bullet points over here. And you have to remember, the recruiters that are reading your resume, the ones that are deciding whether or not to give you an interview, they're not technical like me and you. Those recruiters haven't even solved TwoSum before. I mean, they don't have any kind of technical experience. So if you give a recruiter this resume right here, where it's just a bunch of stuff, GCP, artificial neural network, RAG microservice, LLM integration, there's no actual numbers or metrics for the recruiter here to understand the impact of your work. So this version right here is also garbage, and a recruiter is just going to pass over this resume because it just doesn't stand out. There's no metrics or impact at all. But then on the other hand, you have people who just have way too much quantitative impact and metrics on their resume, and this doesn't work. So surprise, surprise, the answer is just to be like Goldilocks. Be somewhere in the middle. Here's the rough recommendation that I can give you. Around 50% of the bullet points on your resume should have some sort of metrics or impact, something like this, like, improved system throughput, improved accuracy, whatever. And the other 50% of the bullet points on your resume should not have any kind of metrics at all. And I know that might sound counterintuitive. You might think, okay, what? I thought the more metrics, the better. But no, you actually want to limit the amount of metrics and percentages and statistics you put on your resume, because it just looks sus to recruiters if you have too much of those on your resume. I hope that makes sense. You need to find that kind of sweet spot. More is not always better when it comes to the metrics and quantitative impact. You should have some boring bullet points on your resume like these, where there's just no impact or bolded percentages at all. And the reason for that is because it actually makes your resume seem more authentic and genuine. In the age of freaking LLMs and AI, where everyone's just optimizing their resume using ChatGPT, it's so crucial that your resume actually comes across as authentic and genuine. Don't overdo it on the metrics. Definitely no M dashes on your resume. If you have an M dash on your resume, recruiters automatically going to throw that out and assume that you use ChatGPT to write it. You have to keep it authentic and human looking to actually stand out these days. And now there's one more piece of advice that I need to give you before you click off this video, and it's actually the number one strategy, the number one tactic, I would say, that got me these new grad software engineering offers from Amazon and Google. And so if you want to find out what that tactic is, just click this video over here. It should be popping up on the screen soon. It's not referrals. It's not optimizing your resume. It's not applying early or mass applying. It's none of those things. It's a specific tactic and approach that nobody on YouTube talks about. So click that video next. It should be popping up soon. And in that video, I explain step by step the real strategy of how I got these Amazon and Google offers. So I'll see you in that video soon.